Alright, boys, it's time for the Season 5 simulation. We've got our roster together, we've made some trades, some good trades, we've bolstered our offense, we've gotten that backup goalie, our defense is still in place, and I think we're ready for a really good season, our best season yet. Alright, so as we always do, let's go to December 1st. Let's just do a beginning simulation because you can always lose the first couple games and you think you're going to panic, but then you come back with 6 straight, or vice versa. You win the first few, and then you come back with 6 losses. So by December, I'm hoping we can get to 15 wins. I want to be a good team. I want at least 15 wins. I want to be in contention for that President's Trophy the whole season, all right? We have the team. We can do it. So come on, here we go. Let's start the simulation here. We'll do an automatic simulation. I wouldn't trade away players that you recently added. Yeah. Those are the 2 guys I got from Carolina that I traded for Jonas Gustafsson for a nice backup. All right, give that Naslund guy some more time in the minors. And look at this, a bad omen. Preseason, we're 0-2. But then, holy crap, that 12-2 victory in preseason. All right, so hopefully our offense kicks together here. And as I always like to do during a season simulation here for GM Mode Commentary, well, at least up to the December 1st, if we're on automatic, is talk about the real NHL. Dan Burns, no. And we're getting closer to trade deadline. I think the trade deadline is February 27th. And that's one of the most exciting days of the year. I watched that all day long. Last year it wasn't that good, but this year I had high expectations. But the Leafs are actually doing great recently. I think they're like 7-0-1 in their last 8, and now it's become like where you don't trade anyone because you don't want to mess around with the chemistry. I mean, you got the first line, Kessel, Bozak, and Lupul, who are scoring goals, and when they're not scoring goals, then you got Grabowski, Kuhlman, and MacArthur who are scoring goals now. That second line's doing great. So you know what? The Leafs, I don't know if they should make a trade in real life. I don't know if they should hold on to their team. It's interesting. You know, I wouldn't want to be Brian Burke right now because if you don't make a trade, when we don't win the Stanley Cup, there'll be, you know, people saying, "Oh, he should have made the trade on a deal. He should have pulled the trigger." And if he does make the trade and we don't win the Stanley Cup, and we won't win the Stanley Cup this year. So, whatever Brian Burke does, he's going to be if he doesn't make the trade, people will say he should have. If he does make a trade, people will say he messed with the chemistry. So it's a bit of a tough place that the Leafs are in right now. But we are, WHL. It's a place that we haven't had to be in for the last, 6 years. We're actually in the playoffs. We have to worry about our roster. We're not rebuilding. Oh my God. Forwards. Well, I did WHL last time, right? Yeah. Let's send it to the QM. They have a lot of first rounders as well. There you go. And look at this, we're 5-5-2 to start. Not too good. That's all right, though. I always like to go up to December 1st to see what happens, really what happens. Come on, boys. Come on, get some wins, 5-5-3. Come on, get some wins here. There you go. Troy Brouwer. No, we have a full team. We don't need anyone. We have a good team. Thing is, though, like, I wish EA would give us some sort of instruction manual of how the simulation engine works. I've read some things online, but it's not like in depth, right? They just tell you what basically it happens. I want to know if chemistry really has anything to do with it. Sean Horkoff, no. If it seems like at the beginning of the season, the simulation is different. Like I want to know if rookies are better at the beginning of the year, because why is that toughness rating there? Is toughness coming to account in the playoffs more? There's so many little things I would want to know about the simulation engine. Hopefully for NHL 13 they let us know what happens, because if chemistry has nothing to do with it, if the player types have nothing to do with it, if the overalls have nothing to do with it, that's huge, you know what I mean? So, but we got to do what we can do the best that we can do. David Schlemko, no. Jim Slater, no. We don't need anyone unless it's like a superstar on waivers. We don't need him. A lot of overtime losses so far. 5 already. Come on, boys. Want to get at least 15 wins before December 1st. We're almost there. We're doing good. Started off a bit slow, but we could easily go on a few 3-game winning streaks here and there and get it up to 30 before we even have 15 losses. So it's not that bad. I don't know about a President's Trophy. We really have to start winning some games, but we'll be a playoff team, no doubt. Once we're in the playoffs, anything can happen. I was really hoping for that President's Trophy, though. We haven't won the President's Trophy once here in Toronto. All right, so we're at the end of November. Our next game is December 1st here. We're on December 1st right now. Excuse me. Getzlaf has the most goals with 11. Giroux with 22 assists. So Getzlaf and Giroux are getting points. That's fine right there. Oh, Excuse me. Reimer, 12 points. Yeah. Let's see the standings here. All right, so goals against average. No, we're not up there. Of course, James Reimer, never doing it for us. Save percentage, not up there. Wins, not even up there. Well, we're in 8th. Points, are we up there? All right, so look, Getzlaf and Giroux. Something about Getzlaf and Giroux. They just click together. They know what to do. 31 points each. So that first line is clicking. Really think it's we're allowing too many goals against. Assists, Giroux is up there with 22, and Getzlaf is up there. So yeah, those guys definitely they're fine. Giroux is fine on the left wing. He is definitely fine on the left wing. Goals not up there. All right. We're in 5th with 31 points, but the top teams in the NHL only have 36. So we're only 5 points out of the first in the NHL. So yeah, the season could easily change around here. So you know what? We'll simulate this video. We'll go up to the All-Star break. We'll check out all the stats. You guys can look, see what's not going right for us. Maybe we need to change something up here. But man, I thought we'd be doing a lot better. I don't know what it is. I mean, if I have to take a guess, it's James Reimer. But an 87 overall goaltender is not that bad, man. Holy crap, come on. Hang on a sec. Let me go for a drink. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, an 87 overall goaltender with the defensive core that we have, with the defensive players that we have, with the penalty kill, with the amount of goals that we should be able to score. I don't know. It shouldn't be a problem. Whatever, though. We'll go back and forth from the WH and the QMJH. What do we say? All-Star break? Yeah. There you go. Come on. Let's get to 25 wins before the All-Star break. Maybe even 30. Stop with these regulation losses. There you go. Nice win against Winnipeg. Pittsburgh, they're a good team. We need to get ahead of them. There you go. Buffalo, what's their record? They're a good team. We need to start catching them. Ooh, regulation loss. Yeah, Buffalo's a good team. Man, goaltender is rated so good in these simulations. Like, every season, no matter what. That's why Montreal always makes it in the playoffs, man. It's so frustrating. Should just go out and get, like, the best goalie in the game every GMO commentaries. Guarantee myself a playoff position. Oh, that's alright. What are you going to do? Come on. Another game against Buffalo. Another regulation loss against Buffalo. See what I mean? We seem to be a streaky team. I think it definitely is James Reimer back there. Like, we'll win like 3 in a row, and then we come back and lose 3 in a row. There's another win. Come on, get some wins here. 25 before the All-Star break. Go on a 3-game winning streak. There you go. There's 2. Tampa Bay. We should be able to beat Tampa. 14-8-7. Come on, there you go. There's 3 in a row. All right. We're turning it around here. 23-14-6. 23-20, basically. All right. We're turning it around here. Kessel has 18 goals. Way to go. He's getting some goals down there in the second line. No, we're fine. It seems like Kessel has gotten more goals on the second line than when he was on the first line. Very interesting. 4 in a row. There we go. Come on. Carolina, 5 in a row? Oh, okay. We lost in overtime, though. Wait, did we? No, we didn't. Never mind. Come on. There you go. Win again. There you go. No, I'm not trading anybody. You crazy? You crazy? All right, so we won 4 in a row, then we lost 1 there, but we came back with another win. So come on, win some more games. Some Eastern Conference games here. There you go. Another win against Buffalo. Come on. Man, another loss against Buffalo. Buffalo is just killing us this year. Holy crap, there's the 2 in a row. Uh-oh. Watch the slide. Watch the slide. Come back with a win. There you go. Thank God. All right, do not slide. I don't care if you lose a game against Buffalo. Fine, we're not going to win our division. Fine, we'll have to settle for 2nd or 3rd. We won't win the Presidents. But come on, let's get some home ice advantage there in the playoffs. Holy crap, look at all these top 10s in the QM. Hell yeah. 6 weeks. Let's go to the All-Star break. So we're at the All-Star break here. Almost there. Look at Getzlaf. Look how many points this guy has. 40 assists, 18 goals. He's ripping it. Come on, there you go. Another win. Way to go. All right. So the first quarter of the season, not too good, but the December 1 to the All-Star break stretch, been very good. 29, 17, and 6. It's a very good record. Nothing outstanding, but it's respectable. We'll be in the top 4. We have to be. All right, so we'll end the video here, but before I do, I'll let you guys see all the stats, see where we might be falling off a little bit. Goals against average, again, not up there. Price up there always. Save percentage, not up there. Price is up there. Points and wins, Reimer finally is up there in wins, so that's good. Points, Ryan Getzlaf leads the league with 60, so Getzlaf is doing fine up there, boys. Giroux has fallen off, that's fine. Assists, yeah, Giroux has fallen off. He only has 37 now. Getzlaff has 42. That's fine. Goals, we're not up there. All right, our most goals is Jeff Skinner with 19. Man, we just cannot get some goal scorers. I don't know how Patrick Kane has 29. Holy crap. Team standing. So we are in 5th. We're behind. We're 3rd in our division. Buffalo is in 1st. Montreal is in 2nd. But Montreal and Buffalo are tied for 1st in the East with 66 points, and we're only 64. So we're 2 points out of 1st now in the East, and we are 6 points out of 1st and in the NHL. So we're in striking distance here. With enough games left, we are in striking distance of the President's Trophy still. I think it's pretty obvious that we're gonna make the playoffs. I mean, we're 13 games above 9th place, so we're in the playoffs. We're a playoff team. That's not a problem. But yeah, we are the President's Trophy. But boys, I know I'm thinking make that trade for a goalie, but I'm not going to do it. I think the team stays the same. We're a good record, 29, 17, and 6. 29 and 23 basically. It's a good record. So the next video is going to be the stretch to the trade deadline. Maybe some trades. You guys can go nuts there in the comments. Let me know maybe if there's something we need to improve on, but I don't think so. I think we got to run this team out, let them get to the playoffs, and see what happens, all right? So let me know, boys. It's up to you. Take it easy, and the trade deadline video will be next.